Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Get ready to have your mind blown, because today we're diving into the weirdest, wildest, and most wonderful corners of the animal kingdom. We've got 10 facts so strange you'll wonder if you're living in a cartoon. Trust me, you're going to want to stick around for all of these. So, let's kick things off with a creature from the deep. You know octopuses, right? 8 arms, super smart, masters of camouflage. But did you know they have not 1, not 2, but 3 hearts? Yeah, 3. 2 of them work exclusively to pump blood through the gills, while the third, larger heart circulates blood to the rest of the body. What's even crazier is that when an octopus swims, the main heart actually stops beating, which is why they prefer to crawl along the ocean floor. It's less exhausting. Imagine your heart just taking a break every time you went for a jog. Absolutely wild. Next up, let's talk about the internet's favorite slow-moving mammal, the sloth. We all know them for being incredibly leisurely, spending their days hanging upside down in trees. But here's something that will flip your perception of them. Sloths can hold their breath longer than dolphins. I'm not kidding. A dolphin needs to surface for air every 10 minutes or so. A sloth, on the other hand, can hold its breath underwater for up to 40 minutes. They do this by slowing their heart rate down to less than a third of its normal pace. So, while they might be slow on land, they're surprisingly adept swimmers and breath holders. Who would have thought? From the slow to the even slower, let's slither over to snails. These little gastropods are known for their sluggish pace, but their sleeping habits are what's truly astonishing. A snail can sleep for 3 years. 3 whole years. This isn't just a long nap. It's a state of hibernation or estivation, which they use to survive unfavorable conditions like extreme heat or drought. They seal themselves up inside their shell with a layer of dried mucus to keep from drying out and just wait for better weather. Can you imagine waking up and finding out you've slept through 3 entire years? The world would be a totally different place. Okay, let's move from the garden to the pasture. We often think of cows as just part of a herd, but their social lives are surprisingly complex. Cows have best friends. Researchers have found that cows form strong bonds with specific individuals in their herd, and they actually get stressed out when they're separated from their bestie. Scientists monitored their heart rates and found that they were much more relaxed and calm when they were with their preferred partner. When they were isolated or paired with a random cow, their stress levels shot up. It's a sweet reminder that the need for friendship isn't just a human thing. So next time you see a field of cows, know that you're looking at a bunch of best friends just hanging out. Now, from the farm to under the sea, again for one of the most unique parenting roles in nature. When you think of pregnancy and birth, you almost certainly think of females. Well, the animal kingdom loves to break the rules. Seahorses are the only animals where the males give birth. The female seahorse transfers her eggs into a special brood pouch on the male's abdomen. He then fertilizes the eggs inside the pouch and carries them for several weeks until they hatch. He then goes through labor, contracting his muscles to push out hundreds of tiny, fully formed baby seahorses. Talk about a dedicated dad. It's a complete role reversal that is just fascinating to see. Before we get to the next fact, if you're finding these as mind-boggling as I am, do me a quick favor and hit that like button. It really helps the channel out, and it lets me know you want more content just like this. Thanks a bunch. Alright, let's get back to it. This next one is a bit quirky. It's about wombat poop. Yes, you heard me right. We're talking about animal droppings. Wombats, those adorable, stocky marsupials from Australia, produce cube-shaped poop. They are the only known animal in the world to do this. Scientists were puzzled by this for a long time, but they've recently figured out how it happens. The wombat's intestines have sections with varying elasticity. As the fecal matter moves through, these different pressures sculpt it into cubes. But why? Well, wombats use their droppings to mark their territory, and the flat sides of the cubes stop them from rolling away. It's a brilliant, if slightly weird, evolutionary solution. Nature is just the best engineer. Let's buzz on over to our next fact. Think about a honeybee. You probably think of honey, hives, and maybe a painful sting. But what about facial recognition? That's right, honeybees can recognize and remember human faces. Studies have shown that they can be trained to associate a particular human face with a sweet sugar reward. They process facial features holistically, piecing together the eyes, nose, and mouth to form a complete picture, much like we do. So, if you're kind to the bees in your garden, they might just remember you. It's a little intimidating and incredibly cool at the same time. These tiny insects have some serious spread power. From insects to birds. Let's fly south to the icy lands of Antarctica. Penguins have a courtship ritual that is unbelievably charming. When a male penguin wants to woo a female, he doesn't sing a song or do a fancy dance. Instead, he goes on a quest to find the most perfect, smoothest, most beautiful pebble he can. He then presents this pebble to his chosen mate as a gift. If she accepts the pebble, they become a couple and will use it as the first stone in building their nest together. It's basically a penguin proposal. It's so simple and so sweet. They literally build their future together, starting with a single pebble. We're almost at the end, but these last two are real showstoppers. First, let's talk about the axolotl. This is a type of salamander from Mexico, also known as the walking fish, and it's famous for its smile and its incredible ability to regenerate limbs, its spinal cord, and even parts of its brain. But the weirdest thing about the axolotl is that it never really grows up. It exhibits a trait called neoteny, which means it reaches adulthood without ever going through metamorphosis. So, it stays in its larval, tadpole-like form its entire life, keeping its feathery external gills and living permanently in the water. It's like the Peter Pan of the amphibian world, forever young. And finally, for our 10th and final fact, it's about the largest land animal on Earth, the elephant. Elephants are majestic, intelligent, and incredibly powerful. They can weigh several tons, have complex social structures, and mourn their dead. But there is one simple thing that these massive creatures absolutely cannot do. Elephants can't jump. Their leg bones are all pointed downwards, meaning they don't have the spring needed to push off the ground. Plus, their ankles are just not very flexible. So, while an elephant can run pretty fast, you'll never see one leaping through the air. It's just a funny little limitation for such a mighty animal. And there you have it, 10 of the most bizarre and brilliant facts from the animal world. From three-hearted octopuses to cube-pooping wombats, nature never ceases to amaze. Which fact surprised you the most? Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to read your thoughts. And if you enjoyed this journey into the weird side of wildlife, please don't forget to like this video and, most importantly, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.